Yes, my people, you are tuned in to the truth, the bare naked truth with my shirt off. We're all born naked. Ew. Microphone check 1 2. This video is about voting, what voting means. I always love it when it starts off by saying you're now live, sort of acknowledging that maybe there's no life unless the electronics, the electric, the electron that makes your DNA a code, the letters it takes to make your body. Okay, if I didn't have letters to acknowledge your bones, you wouldn't exist. The letter man, the letters. What is a vote? The letters of the word vote. If we look at the word very carefully, tov, hov, Jehovah. Okay. I mean, it makes sense. I see it. So if you all go to my TikTok, Rozen617, keep it simple. It's being accepted there very well. The number dance, okay, and the energy. What up, Lucid Lioness? I'm having experiences with spirits. Well, let's just say things that die, and they're coming to me through numbers. So subconsciously, what's happening with humans is you're moving in a transit or a transaction. So you're not moving by yourself. So there's a code to your DNA. It's called a code for your blood to flow. It has a number, carbon 12. It's deeper than that. And there's 3 6s. What are the 6s? What number does that relate? Venus. Why? It's simple. It goes ABC. There are 7 stars in Ursa Major. The Big Dipper will just be, 101 astrology here or astronomy. One and the same, but different. So letters or a code are how your ancestors speak. I've had a lot of death this week. I am a cashier. This is not about judgment, anger. This is about being open-minded to seeing things that are otherworldly, and I'm experiencing them with numbers and patterns. And then I'll think it into existence, and it's happening as a cashier. And I'm manifesting it through people I don't even know, but the DNA is a code. When we're socializing, my point is this. You are a walking credit card. You're a walking pattern of numbers. Your bones may have the same numbers as me, 33 bones in my spine as you do, but your pattern, your body will look a certain way. What is making this happen? That's what I'm talking about. The thing that makes, wake up, the code, the DNA, makes the blood, makes the image. What's the system? What's the nervous system? How many systems do we have today? We're paying for systems, right? You have to learn how to live in a system. Okay, but your body has a natural system, or do you get a cyst or a twisted sister, a twisted ankle, emotionally or physically? And was a human the only one that did that to you, or was there a pattern of numbers and energies and codes, DNA, same number of bones, different pattern body, different colors, different octave, different flowers, red, yellow, different kinds of fish, review? It would be foolish to think that everything is just this moment right now. It is just that. What is the pattern that got to the that of the moment right now? What made this moment right now with me and you and this thing right here, YouTube, telling me that I am now live, when before I was on this, I was alive? Be careful with the words, YouTube. Going to work means you're broken. It's not to be, I have to work. All of your religions seem to be confused and do have a lot of frustrating things with people being cursed. In Hinduism, lots of cursing and sexism. My goodness, I've researched Buddhism. Actually, they believe that the female body is not worthy of enlightenment. I've seen this. I've Googled this. The Jainism, the Jainist Buddhists of India, the original religions, and I'm not damning anyone here, but this is truth. The ones that build temples out of caves. And we all know this stuff. Right? We know religion has problems, but I didn't know how bad it was and why it's necessary for me to explain what the feminine energy is, pardon me, what it means to vote using words. What is your code? How do I crack your safe? Why does your safe have numbers? Every safe, every locker you ever had, you had a safe with a pattern, yes or damn no. So this video is about the pattern that it takes to make a reality in which we're not seeing. There are miracles that happen every day with your numbers. Every letter has a number. My name, JHE, has letters and numbers to it. Your name has letters and numbers and a vibration that can carry you somewhere and have you see the things that pass on or pass away. So hence your religion, back to Jainism, pardon me. In Jainism, they also believe that women are a lower rank and aren't worthy of something. They're always having something in every system is my point. Even in ancient times, review, when they could see stars with no telescope and they were building pyramids we can't figure out, but they couldn't figure out how to be with the other human, how to share the code of the other human being with them. And we had rape, pillaging, and war. The Chalukya dynasty, look them up. My numbers 573 are there, or 735. My numbers are there. Always it appears in my store. The Chalukya dynasty were Hindus, Jainists, and they were Buddhists, all non-violent, building temples, people, listen, out of caves, walking barefoot, seeing the stars, knowing what things were without a telescope, with no phone and no internet, building a reality. These people saw women as lower. I should know this. I'm so seduced by ancient India, ancient Egypt, ancient America that I got tricked into thinking, wait a minute now, is it only about the glory that I'm receiving these omens of religions now? Or is it someone telling me, hey, Jay, come up in here and speak properly for the Hindus, for the Jehovah's, for the Arabic, for the Jew, for the Christian, for the Catholic? It means universal, universal. Not you own it, you got it, it's yours, it belongs to you. I can't have it, I can't learn from you. It's your version, this is we can't work together now. What is blades of grass doing? People, it's simple mathematics. You're going on vacation, you're leaving your territory, your terra firma now, you're leaving it when you have the grass growing beside the grass, but not one blade of grass is the same, but it has the same kind of color, but each color a bit different. And there's trillions of them growing around your backyard, showing you and me there is something doing that you cannot see, but it will expose itself in a pattern or a number. I'm a scientist. What up, Lucid? For those who later change their names, does it change their vibration? Very good question. I've done name readings where people were concerned about that. And they said, hey, Jay, I've changed my name because of trauma. And I'm like, listen, when you change your name, that's totally respectable, right? But here's the thing about the power of the birth name, okay? The first thing that comes out of the mouth of the thing that gave birth to you, whether they're good or bad, whether bad things happen to you. See, no one knows this is going to happen. It's not normal for us to be born, first of all, in a building with machines and no water, no just barefoot person or someone with just a regular ass space outside with this air to breathe. We just push this child out. No, we're in a building now, right? So when that energy, you're receiving the most purest form of energy by someone giving you a name first. This is a vibration that will help me decode the energy of your name a bit better, let's just say, than a changed name. When you change the name, you're dancing now in a different world of numbers, which we don't know, right? Your original number is the number that I have to know first. So then technically, knowing your original name and then your changed name and then adding it together could still be useful. Keep it simple, Jay. Your original, the originator, the organ, orgasm, same .org, origins, gin and juice, right? Okay, these are important patterns to see. Now, what does it mean to vote? I'm all over the place here because it's a lot of stuff I want to say. To vote. So I had a coworker ask me if I voted. Okay, now I'm not picking sides here. I understand politics. I understand the intent. Let me be a patriot, a Yankee Doodle dandy for a few seconds here. Let me join you turkey eating, bless you, you rifle toting, the intent for patriotism. I understand this. You want to be a hero. Things aren't going well. And here you are with your protein. I get it. And your badass wife or your badass husband and your badass kids, badass meaning good. And you got animals and you know what you're doing. And here you are. You want liberty for all. And you want everyone to build a house and just have a farm. But you're still hurting animals maybe. Maybe you beat your wife a little bit still. Or vice versa. The wife is beating you with words. Right? Or be good people here. Patterns. You see? The only way you're going to understand yourself is the original, back to the origins, looking at your ancestors and how they messed up a little bit. Well, no, not a little bit, a lot of it. Meaning, giving you a system in which you have the option to be with a God or a supernatural entity. Let's keep it real. Buddha, Krishna, Christ, Jesus, Jehovah, they are lights energies, vibrations that somehow human beings down here saw them, experienced them. We weren't there. We can't speak on all of it. And something happened in which one book is famous, known as a Bible or a Quran or a Torah. Good question. Who wrote the first Quran? Who wrote the first Bible? Who wrote the first Torah? Who wrote the first sutras of Buddha? Who wrote the first Mahabharata? Who wrote the first Bhagavad Gita? Do you see what I'm trying to say here? Who wrote that first book? Who was that? Do we know them? No. So you're telling me now that a lot of us are putting our faith, right? Faith in a God that you can see with no book. Put the book down. You don't need a book. And then in fact, we should experience life naked and sacrifice, lose some weight, go a bit skinny. Sure, don't eat a lot. Great. Don't think a lot. Great. Make connections, see numbers, and talk to people about numbers. I have customers coming to me and mentioning numbers and saying, Jay, wow, this is happening. This number appeared. And we're playing like we're children. It's not even to get it. They don't even really get how deep it might be. They're having fun with a human being who is taking them out of their gender, out of their race, out of their financial status, and putting them into a miraculous, magical numerology dance of Pythagoras and Chaldean. What does it mean to vote now? Do you vote for yourself? And now I'm in the house, I'm a cowboy and I want liberation. You should vote for someone to represent you. You should have a sheriff, a landlord. You should have a master, a sifu, a guru. These things didn't work though, did they? Patriotism didn't work. Patriotism got us more war, more science, more amnesia. It's okay. More religions? Okay. I'm not damning these things. But they have problems and they're very sexist. The dura mater in the brain means the mother of the brain. If I am a Jain, I don't care who you are. If I'm someone in a high level and I'm in a temple built out of a cave, you mean to tell me I can't treat women with respect? Because the cave is a symbol of the vagina. It's the womb. Mama made the earth. It's Mother Earth. Mahu, Maya, Gaia. It's not a man's name. Or is it? Could it be transgender? People, what is the problem? A hole is a hole. Holy or holy. You pierce yourself. Holy. Holes. What does it mean to vote now? We're in a very popular time of the year where human beings get excited about patriotism and they want to vote for something, for rights. And I had to hear this today. I had to hear that this vote apparently was so important that it would save me and women and all this stuff I kept hearing. And I was like, I said, vote for what? And the person seemed to be a little bit like, whoa, what do you mean? And I was like, I don't follow politics. I'm outside with animals, barefoot, watching the sun and the moon, having interesting conversations with humans outside about stuff about astrology and numerology and dancing with trees. I have another person I'm going to teach my tree martial arts to, who's my coworker, because she wants to handle her stress. Simple. This is the stuff that people should be doing. Find something else creative to do with your day. Don't watch the television. Listen, I get it. It's great. I watched a lot of TV, dude. I used to love, yes, several shows I loved. Of course, what was my favorite damn TV show? Let me think about it. Martin, that black comedian, Martin Lawrence. Living Color. I like funny stuff. Keep it simple. The Incredible Hulk. I don't know. Let's go to my childhood. People, you take yourselves too damn seriously. What up, John Havarson? Hey to you too. And by the way, hey is 155 in Chaldean. Hey is my name in numerology. I'm telling you, if you don't know the numbers of your name, put it this way. If I did not have the letters to say nipple, you wouldn't know I have a nipple, but the N is important in the I. J, slow that down. Meaning if I can't complete nipple, my body and my image of the nipple can't appear to you without the letter. Each letter, N-I-P-P-L-E, it's 6. N-I-P-P-L-E. Who rules number 6? What do you mean, J, rule? Did your kings rule? Yes. Good. Did your queens rule? Yes. Your pharaohs rule? Yes. Your gurus. Your Jain people. The ones that didn't like women. The Buddhists that said that women can't be enlightened because their body is different. When everyone knows a pelvis means a girdle. Boom, I got bars for you. Put me in a temple built out of a damn cave and do it properly. Shame on these shaved, wearing a mask too. They wear a mask in Jainism to block the creatures. No, they're blocking themselves and from humans. Spiritually, they say. No, you were born from a human around a human. You weren't born out of a mountain. You weren't born out of the nature, just out of dirt. You came out of a human. Simple. Don't play too much with it. Running away to the forest to meditate. We understand this. There's too many of us that have amnesia and that are sick and need the monk to stay here and translate differently here to help the sick. Those that are good intentions but killing their people. Lots of drinking and acid, putting in the body. I do this too a little bit. A lot of people are doing things and I'm serving them stuff and I'm hearing acid and ding, ding, ding. And someone has a liver problem, but I'm seeing a lot of animal eating and wine drinking. So what does it mean to vote? When someone asks me to vote, this vote is going to apparently change women's rights or the right for me to be whatever too. This is very important. So I said this to this person about how I feel about voting. It's very simple. I think and vote for the animals first, insects, dirt, air, nature first. I want that to be something that is expressed in a way where we all get it and we can really vouch for that. But instead, it's a human being now. You're voting for a human. You're not voting for a person that might be sensitive, right, to the animal, the insect. Are they afraid of roaches? Do they have raid spray? This is not about being, cheesy here. It's serious. Who am I voting for? They're voting, okay, great. Is a feminist? They're into the race for black people, white people, gay. Who are they? But what do they do with animals and energy on the earth? What do they do with other people? Do they have diverse kinds of friends? Do they hang out with vegans, the meat eaters? Do they hang out with ball earthers and flat earthers? Do they hang out with atheists? Sure, cool. Do they hang out with people that are just completely different from them? Do they before I vote? Do I know them? This is a good point. When you vote for someone and you see them on television only, or you hear them speak for 1 hour, you have not got to know them. That is a relationship. You're going to see them every day now, deciding you should be able to meet them every day and meet them for at least years and then say, I'll vote for you because you came and visited me when I was starving. You came when I got divorced. I was going through hell, when I was suicidal. You know what I mean? You came. Voting means we are liberated for ourselves to vote for who? What is the word? What is that? What's the power behind the word vote? And what numbers support VOTE? You better wake up to your numbers in your letter because I'm receiving them. I'm seeing people have died and their numbers are appearing right away. Someone says, hey, Jay, my mom just died. Lost another awesome customer, passed away. Boom, my number appears. As a cashier, all week. Boom, someone's lost their mate to cancer. Boom, my God. I put their name on the wall with children's art. This is the stuff I do. I'm just giving you real truth here. I'm talking about real stuff. Energy. You must put your energy with other codes. Every human being has a code. When someone writes anything, it's sacred. It's just as sacred as the hieroglyph. What does it matter? The intent. It's a kid doing this. It's Osiris doing that. That's the same thing. Think about it. It's a creation of Osiris, the baby. All of them today, all of you people, you're all whatever you think these books are about with the gods and the goddesses. They're reflections and mirrors of ourselves. In which, how does it ever happen that we had sexism, that we had war? And we have the Chalukya dynasty, Hindus, they were Jainists and Buddhists, all non-violent, non-meat eating so-called, non-lustful, but we had rape problems still, hallelujah, and killing and warring. All these people are doing these things, but they're blowing my mind and I'm seeing temples built out of caves and I'm thinking these could not have been people that did this. This is how deep this shit is. Meaning that we have not progressed really with how to share space with other human beings and understanding the code. And someone knows our code. And in every age, this person who knows our Da Vinci Code is decoding us by giving you a credit card. Damn it, what was a credit card thousands of years ago? You better wake up. Let's go. What was a PLU for your I'm a grocer? Got to have a PLU, a number to identify the object for me to charge you. If there's no PLU or no barcode, I don't sell it. Boom. It has to be weighed on a machine with numbers. Boom. What was that process like thousands of years ago? Do the math. They had to have numbers. They had a bucket, a basket made of wood. Here I am, a welder or a blacksmith, or I'm in Africa, whatever tribe. I'm a druid. I'm an ancient Hindu, and I'm in a hut made of hay, great, dirt, and mud. Here I am. What am I doing with, how many coconuts do I have to make this, da-da-da? How many mangoes did I need? Wake up, of course. And you watch the palm tree growing stuff. You watch the trees, the banana trees. They must have been counting, okay, I need this many for winter, this many, whatever. I'm sure. So it's a system. And they had to time it when you're growing something. Think about this. When you grow something, you have to have the timing to grow it. You have to know when to grow it. You have to know how to grow it, how often to water it. How many folks don't even know I don't even know how to water my own plants. Apocalypse coming, I can't water my plants properly, but then I know how to manifest spirits through death and how to speak to energies that want to be communicated to through a transaction. You are a transit. Who are you voting for when you're asking me to vote for something? Is this something that can support, or not only support, pardon me, but really appreciate the supernatural world in which that we live in? Aren't we getting tired of the same thing? Making a website about yourself, which I understand. That's selfish. Sell. Fish. Pisces, wake up. You aren't a body. You keep coming here and making systems, making religions, making sciences, making truth, but we can't even look at the earth and spend at least an hour barefoot and be uncomfortable and go outside and lick the sap off of a pine tree and watch children playing in the sandbox again and just look at them and play with them maybe and give them fruit, whatever, and be positive and tell them they have a solar plexus or give them information. So you're living in a supernatural world in which I vote for someone that does not harm animals, insects, that doesn't support the corporate system only. I vote for someone that will spend time with me every day. Why won't the president hang out with you and me every day? Go door to door. I would commend that. Go knock on my door. Hey, what's up, Jay? I want you to vote for me. I'm like, okay, prove why I should vote for you. Okay, can I come and talk to you for about an hour? Okay, come on in. That's cool. Let's sit down. I'll listen to you and then I'll talk. Okay, so and blah, 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 blah. There they go. Great. Why can't that happen? It's called hustling. That's what made presidents. Wake up. Your ancestors hustled. They didn't get along. They were sexist, murdering and raping bastards, but they were good at what? Finding their own way of doing shit and taking stuff from each other, stealing from you. Even your ancestors that weren't colonists, never mind the colonists and the white people of color too. All of us lost our way. It's obvious sexism and raping and hurting and lying and stuff and pretending but I'm spiritual, but I built temples out of a cave. You better respect me. I'm really good at astrology. You better respect me. You better bow to me. I've had light come out of my mouth, literally. I've never asked any of you to bow to me with light coming out of my body. I have not heard of one guru that has light come out of their body and has evidence of miracles. Review this very quickly. The most realest shit I'll ever say. In order to be a real, let's just say, I don't know, a siddhi, they call them in Buddhist, right? The enlightened one, you have to have at least 2 miracles. You have to have examples of miracles to be an enlightened thing. I have tons of those, and I'm not even bragging about them. They're hard to accept because of special effects, Hollywood. I get the TV, low self-esteem. No one can have light come out of their body. And what does it mean? Exactly that attitude. Because if it was someone famous, let's just say it was someone like Lady Gaga. Boom, Lady Gaga's on stage and a light comes out of her eyeball. And oh my God. Okay, so right. And bless these people, the performers. Okay. What is your performance? Who are you voting for? You vote for yourself. And then you ask someone that's asking you to vote and say this, and say, well, the person I'm voting for hang out with me every day and get to know me and my pain and let me give my point of view and meet me face to face, or can I only see them on television now? Wake up. Or at some event that I paid $100 to go to get bologna and cheese, Coke and Pepsi. Hallelujah. How many? Okay, watch me cook this. You ask them, before I vote for them, they have any corporate sponsors known as Pepsi or Coke? No judgment. Frito-Lay. Pfizer even. Hi, YouTube. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, no. Then no. I didn't hear Mother Nature in there. I didn't hear grasshoppers. Don't call me cheesy. I didn't hear the right just to be naked and to go outside and to have someone look at my body naked without being sexual. People are looking at my body all the time. Hey, Jay, one of your calves are bigger than the other one. I'm like, wow, it was a female. I'm like, okay. If I look at your backside and said one of your bum-bums is bigger than the other, that'd be harassment or sexual harassment. It's the same shit. But if you're injured, if you're crippled, oh, he's just crippled so I can talk and say what I want. I'm not the only one who feels this. When you're crippled, when you're injured, pardon me, when you're unique, because it depends on how you see crippled. There's a lot of mentally crippled people out here. And I'm not judging you, but your time is done. We're tired. Okay, don't tell me to take a pill. Don't tell me to get a needle. And don't tell me to go join something. Is it a good and balanced situation before you're asking me with my energy to give it to that thing? What if I do research and find out the person you want me to vote for does things that are toxic? Maybe they promote fast food. I don't listen. And this is the thing about fast food. Vote for the protest of all of that food. That food is the enemy. That food is an ancient demon. Don't play with me now. It's not human. That food is made by a paranormal genius. What was fast food in ancient times? Wake up. This is not new. It's Nut of Egypt. Someone's getting in vote for someone with the truth of you. Meaning, I know how to speak to you about you. You can see me for what you want. You can like or hate me, but what I will say to you will force. May the force be with you, not on you now. Hallelujah. God bless the Jedis and the Darth Vedic Veda. Hi. Lucas knows his shit and wipes his bum bum with you. Bravo. Here you are. You're the fan, but not you. What is your number? What's talking to you right now and showing you that you're awesome and that you're infinite and that we have a lot of mess to clean up from these so-called brilliant, genius temple builders, Freemasons of ancient times that seem to love to give you a system of philosophy and believing in something, but they all had something controversial. Like, gosh darn it, Pythagoras was a ball earther. Earth is the cube in geometry, and ironically, Pythagoras numerology speaks to me. I might be an incarnation of that one there. Yeah, I said it. Do you know what incarnation you might be? You think that you're just what you are right now, with millions of sperm once again. What is the number? What is the number system? What is the code? What is the DNA? What up, super champion rocker? Oh, wow, Thor's mom is here. Yes, a customer. For sure, we ride for our customers. Oh, Lucid Lioness is here. Yes, I'm glad you love each other here. I love my chat room. Here's the thing about what I do also that I think should be valued is that when I'm speaking, I'm acknowledging my chat room and I'm acknowledging that they're getting along. I'm acknowledging that they're important here, that I need a platform. Low self-esteem, how? By just saying that, a TED Talks for what? Okay, great. Who? Okay, some brilliant mind who is coming to do what? How much money gonna cost to hear him speak or her? Great. Some author? But what did you write today? Did you write a poem? Did you try? Oh, I can't do that. No, I'm not good at that. Vote for yourself. Who are you voting for? Now, this is what pisses me off about voting. It's very, very side picky. I'm trying to watch YouTube now. I'm watching YouTube. I'm playing my mantras. Mantras meaning your mantras. Your mind. It's not Hinduism. They know the code of your brain. The sitar is a symbol of your spine. It's not a racial music. It's your music. The mantra is the mind. They know the code. They meaning your ancestors who were damn sexist, yes, and killing each other and raping, and shame on them. They are just as bad as the government. You want to call them Illuminati, the secret people. Your ancestors who were barefoot, maybe not even eating animals and thinking vegans are perfect. You better wake up. Astrologers too. They went somewhere dark, homies, and we're here to clean it up. It's obvious. We're here to clean up the mess. There's no time. So you must acknowledge the people that give you the platform. Formula when you were a baby, you drank formula. The platform. What is the formation? Are you for moolah? Money. Or the medulla oblongata? Don't play with me here. Medulla oblongata, I'll never get tired, is Om. It's not Hinduism. Damn it. There is no sexism. I've debunked it. You can't be. How? The Dura Mater is the hard mother of the brain. Buddhists, are you kidding me? Who say that the female body can't be enlightened? How many female Buddhists today don't even probably know how bad it is? And they're becoming Buddhists and they're doing the meditations. But it might be saying something else in the background, like, oh, you're not worthy of Buddhism, even though you have Guan Yin, a female Buddhist. Simple, but there's still sexism. And no one is breaking this down. No one is translating. I am not a Buddhist. Hear me now. I am not a Hindu. I am not a Muslim. I am not Christian. I am not Catholic. I am not Jehovah. I am not Baha'i. I am not atheist. I am none of that shit. I am infinite. I'm complicated, boo-boo. Good answer. I'm complicated. I'm joy and pain. I'm sunshine, chronic pain, and yeah, I'm all that shit. I'm double dutching with God and the devil. It's me. It's my shit. Pain, this world, and opinions. And who did you vote for? And if I don't if I don't give you the answer that you might want, they get mad at you today. They get mad and they get concerned, like you aren't doing something to help the earth. And I'm like, when's the last time you talked to somebody about their sexual trauma? And you found a way to help them dance like I do in my living room with a customer with sacred geometry, number dancing. Earth is the cube of geometry with 6 faces, 666. Your carbon 12 is 6 protons, electrons, and neutrons. The hexahedron is 6. So when 6 comes to visit you, it's not evil. It's telling you hi. Someone just died, someone gonna die, but they're gonna multiply and they're gonna say hi. Good or bad, don't matter. They could have been someone who possibly raped you. Hare Krishna. Okay, we'll use that term. That's Christ as well. I get it done quickly. There's no time for better this and better that. Who are you voting for? And is that person I'm voting for aware of things that can change someone's life in etymology in seconds, in which when I tell you that you have a lunate moon bone, nothing changes. You still go back to missing the moon, eating a moon cake, doing the moonwalk, all that stuff down here. You're a performer now, but formulation platform, my people are my pupil. Give me the platform. Who were you voting for? Now, when I'm on my YouTube, I'm watching and listening to my mantras. I'm listening to Om, I'm listening to Shakti, I'm listening to Shiva. I'm playing it all to make sense of it. Not because I'm trying to get into India. I'm trying to crack the code of what the Indians knew about us and how the meditation is also a way to get into your mind. It is a version of mind control. Mind control is not all evil. Controlling the mind from thinking A, B, C, and D. Oh, I might want to hate. Oh, I want to love. Oh, I want to not be anything. Oh, I want to react. Oh, it's called controlling. I have to piss right now. Nope, I'm controlling. You hold your pee, girl. How many girls you know? Girl, you on the goddamn highway now. You're going all the way from where? Damn it, Boston to Toronto. I've done that shit. Gotta pee. Toilet broken. What you gonna do? You're gonna hold that shit. Mind control is okay. For the certain way you need to use it now. But someone else decided to dance in your brain. Who are you voting for? What numbers are passing you by that you're missing? And someone has died now, passed you a gift and said hi to you, to give you a clue as to what is happening with human beings wanting to always kill in every era. But someone is distracting me from finding the killer. Someone is called pop culture. What was pop culture in ancient times? It was called the pharaoh and jewelry now. It was called the weapons and called all these dancing and music and instruments now and ways of making food and cuisine for you now. And here we are with these big temples and castles and lions and tigers. But what about the pedestrian? What about my chat room? What about the forgotten? What about the one just crossing the damn street and didn't believe in what you had to say in medieval times? What about the one that didn't want to hear the guru in ancient times? What about the one that didn't want to build the pyramid and said, that's bullshit anyways, because I am the pyramid. I have medulla pyramids in my brain. Osiris is me. I don't need to build nothing to have us conveniently confused about who built that today. You have medulla pyramids in your brain. Take back your shit, because that's your brain on the sand. It's simple. The earth is a mind. You are in someone's head. And in that head is 22 bones in the skull. And 22 is the caliber of a gun now. You better know your numbers, because your 2 is your 2 in ballet. And 2 and 2 is your 4 for your foreskin and your fortified and your forehead and your forearms now. Now, who was the forearms of Durga? The Fantastic Four. Fury, 4. What do you hear, 4? Amnesia, you're all confused. You're in a battle now. Fighting ancient shit. All the death from what? A system that didn't care about the layman, the laywoman laying down, chilling out, not wanting to be in the damn with the goddamn Knights of Templar. I don't want to join with the princess. I don't want to do the dancing. I don't want to play an instrument. I just want to be my own thing. What about those people in history? Why don't we get a day to celebrate the people that helped build the goddamn temples and not the people that were in the temple doing the whole Hare Krishna thing only, or the Hallelujah, or the Allahu Akbar, or the Shalom, baby? Don't you play on this channel. Bars. Go back to the people that didn't want to hear that. Maybe they were like, yo, I just want to go for a walk and enjoy the sand, enjoy making my own food, enjoy making my house, enjoy my family, enjoy my people, my neighbors. I don't need to be in a system and a movement and to think and concentrate. And I am the meditation processor. I am a symbol of what you call Om. I technically only have to exist. By default, I'm a mystic and a guru, and all the things that you're telling me. You're being obnoxious because your body is already a guru. Took 9 months to make this, damn it, and you didn't do it. Woo, something beep, beep. Had to work with your uterus and your mother now, and the women can't be enlightened in Buddhism. Whoop, the uterus is the universe. University, you're entering the building, you're entering your mama's vagina now. Sexism, how in religion, and how many years of this? I got my master's in fine arts. You women should love this. In Venus, about Venus, defending the many forms of Venus. I had to choreograph a dance about her. You understand me? Why am I doing this as a man body? A black man, so-called. The N-word, so-called. The monkey on the porch with a polar bear in the basement. The monkey on the porch with a polar bear in the basement. You feel me? Don't play with me on this channel. That polar bear is real cold. And I go down there like Shiva on the Himalayan mountains and I deal with being cold and I lie in the cold stones a bit naked. I'm doing this now, preparing for the freezing and the death time of winter. Why is the seasons doing this to you? And why is this demonic plane seeming to rule your brain more than you making sense out of it? You making sense out of it is, oh, I want to have a Coke. I want to vote. I want to, I want to, I want to watch that. You didn't watch that. Now I'm mad at you. You didn't vote for that. You don't really care about me. You didn't hang out with me. Then you ain't cool with me. You didn't agree with me. Then that means you're stupid. This is how we live today. You're skinny. Oh, you don't eat that. You must be crazy. Are you on your medication? We use shit like that. When first of all, when's the last time you watched a squirrel? When's the last time you watched a crow, a blackbird, an insect, a stink bug, so-called, a butterfly, a moth? When's the last time you just watch their process and see what they do, an ant, and watch where it goes and how loyal the damn thing is and how loyal the damn, Jay, play it, slow it down. Ants are more loyal than you and me while you're going to cheat. Your damn ant is loyal to the mother ant. Mother, women, inferior, how? Who is the damn ruler in the insect kingdom but the queen bees and the mother ant? It's all about queen shit. And then magically humans decide I'm going to be a queen when the most powerful queen is not even the size of your finger. Compassion and humble yourselves, human beings. And shame on our ancestors for not translating it and breaking it down better and being sexist and deciding that only the man body, the man, you see it today, alpha male. A lot of us want to be alphas. No, nothing. I get it. Alpha and omega, but you better be careful. With too much alpha, there's no alfalfa. You didn't hear me. Woo! Talk that shit, Jay. Alfalfa, alpha, alfalfa, the sprout. It needs a negative and a positive. Woof. Something to calm it down from being so, I want to kill and rape and burn shit and then meditate and then get a tattoo of Om and shit and do yoga. But I'm eating wrong still. I'm believing in voting and I'm believing in this and that and the news and the government and what Christ might have said and what Buddha might have said. But did they teach you about consent? In Buddhism, consent seems to be an issue when it comes to sexual relations, which means that there's some kind of a gap or a hole for some Buddhist monks to sexually do some things and then say, oh, there's a loophole there, so I can now be a little bit sexual, but I am all holy. I am a Dalai Lama or I am a Lama, but not you. Keep it simple. Take your ass out the temple, go outside and hang out with your damn self and just don't join anything. You have a joint, not the smoking. But Antoinette, London, I danced there. God bless Savage Wells. And I also danced for Covent Garden, the outreach program. Yes, with the Royal Ballet. Yeah, this was years ago. I got friends in England. Much love to London. Very good people. Let me have a very good dance career. Yeah, no, good memories. Not a lot of bad stuff with me in London. In England, very open-minded to dancers of color. Sadly, once again, Black Lives Matter. How many black people who are really awesome dancers have to go to Europe still to kick ass? Real talk, that are incredible. So here's the thing. If I'm voting for someone, is this someone aware of everything on this earth? Or is it just what you want me to do in this moment because you like them? They make you comfortable. No, you know what it is? It's a moment where you're now projecting your trauma now. There's something wrong with you. There's something bitter inside of you, something incomplete, in which now you're sending me information in which I have to answer to complete you and to make you feel better about yourself because you don't love your damn self enough. You don't have someone teaching you how to move and dance without judging yourself, which is what I'm doing right now for mental health, in which moving in geometry for a lot of women or men, it's actually quite complicated. I'm learning my technique and it's very useful. Why? People think too hard about doing stuff and they think and they doubt and all I'm doing is this. And I got people with PhDs and they're beautiful and they can't relax. They get stressed out. And these are meditation people. They're into yoga people. You see where I'm going here? My point is this. We have too many systems. We have to make our own system out of our nervous system and out of our own immune system. We have immunity. We have some nerve to say that. Nerve ending and beginning. There is no ending of a nerve. Someone lied to you. That word right there is a lie. There's no nerve endings. Think about it. The sun has some nerve. And it's the light rays constantly. There's no end. Right? Nerve. Nerd. People, wake up. They're all connected. Why are there certain people on this earth that can understand math and do word problems really well? Even though the academic system sucks, God bless them. We know it's not grounded well, and they pay them like shit. So yeah, it's horrible. We know this. But we know there are people who are good at getting A's and B's. They're good at that formula, which means compassion. That let's just say, whatever the energy is distracting you and me from being awesome, they know you well enough to even get you to think that that person's a genius. Because in history class, they memorized every damn time period and mark to get the grade. And whenever they raised their hand, they were always right, because that's what being smart. Well, that's a formula. And it works. Why? That one right there, that is kicking your ass in history, is going to be your boss one day, probably. Right. But maybe you were a rapper, a dancer, a gymnast. You had some skill. You know what I mean? You were ripped. You were a ladies' man or a girl's man. If you're gay, whatever you are, then you end up working for that one that didn't like you in history class. This is real shit. You grow up now, and here's the one that was doing well in that generic system. But you're this unique body. You are going to be ruled by these energies. So you must know how to convert their energy. It's a martial art skill. No touching is necessary. You're building your mind by seeing your numbers. Your brain is a muscle. Every time you see a number, you're building your brain, the cells. There's numbers. There's 22 bones in your skull. 2 and 2 is your 4. Wake up, people. What are we here for? To know the metaphor. Meteorite. It's you. You're an astronaut. What up, Antoinette? Thank you. True. Oh, yes, I don't play. It's our time. Yes or no? It's been a long time. Hey, what up? I'm sorry for all them times I came on Earth and incarnated as someone that just wanted you to build my temple. I'm sorry every time I created war. You think that I'm stupid? That I wasn't a part of any of those wars? Me? Of course I was. And you too, watching me. Then you're born again with amnesia. You don't know what you did. You think you were born right now. That's it. Boom. Mommy and daddy got freaky. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That would mean that life only starts right away with you in history, with you in history, with you. You get it? This is a good point. It means sexual energy, right, is infinite. It keeps going. Does this start with you, right? And then that's it. That's it. So what's going on, right, with our sex? Is our 6 is this number. Someone is making love to you. Someone is Marvin Gayeing your mind. Someone is rubbing you up and down till you say stop. That song, let me play with your body, baby. Remember that stuff? Make you hot. These are codes. It's not an R&B song. R&B is red and blue. Did you hear what I said to you? Red and blue makes your rainbow. Hi. There's numbers to red. Well, what number is red? What number is blue? What is a yellow number 5 doing in your Mountain Dew? Jay, that makes sense. Yellow number 5. Why is it number 5? It's 5 elements now. Well, how many elements would it take to poison you? All of them. But do I know what those elements are? No. They're called McDonald's now. Hollywood. An orgasm. Birth control. Compassion. Voting. Right? Exercise. What is this? Sweating. Going to the club. Halloween. Going to a party. Making a website. Being selfish. Selfish. The fish in the cell. I have one too. I'm saying I'm also guilty here. So what was I in my past life? I'm making up for it now. I'm so woke right now. Hear me now. These numbers have woke me up. Go to my TikTok, Rawzen617. I am so woke to the energy. I realized it. As of this week, I've realized how much death is talking to me every day, and is talking to me in numbers. I have evidence of this. It must be. Oh, yes. Trillions of people have died with systems of nonviolence. Hear me. And non-meat eaters were yes. And people who were into tantric sex and never, let their thing out, were killing each other still. Or lying, stealing, having this desire to be a little bit, you're so spiritual, but why did you kill so many? And why did you hurt children? And you were abusive verbally. Okay, right? But they're a legend though, but not you and me. Who are you voting for? What is voting? Does this person protest fast food? Are they supportive of fast food? This is a good question. I used to eat it. I don't care. Fast food is, listen, if we're going to have combat, this is what I see fast food as. I never get tired of saying this shit. If we're in combat, just think about fast food like this. It's just not judging your diet now. Compassion if you're too broke to buy organic. And organic, I get it, right? Hydroponic, these stupid terms. It's just freaking from the dirt. Here. Hey, ghetto farmer or trailer park farmer, go to the poor people with me. I'm poor as well. I'm not, yeah, I'm gonna join in on that and teach my dumb ass how to do what you do, and we can just grow from the dirt and stop calling it hydro and organic and certified USDA letters there. US, the DEA. You better wake up. That's Antonio Domini, AD. Italiano playing with you too, eh? Latin, they got you. In Sanskrit, they got you. In Arabic, they got you. Hi. In Japanese, arigato, they got you. In Chinese, she or she, thank you, they got you. The languages, the language arts, it's martial arts. Now, if you're in combat with me and you're wanting to kill me now, would you not see that this is something that was going to kill me? I'm now going to have combat. Your fast food is something that wants to kill you. You fast from that food. You are cheating death by eating it anyways. So if you stop eating it, and if it's your only option, if you fast, and maybe you see a tree with something on it that's edible, I guarantee you there is. Woo! Lord have mercy. You lose some weight. You get a bit skinny. You get lightheaded. You start to see where you came from. There's no death. You're going to kind of black out a bit. It's going to get kind of white. I've seen it. Little squiggly things moving in the sky. I've seen them, little nuggets. You don't eat a lot. You start to get lightheaded. Light. Wake, rethink the word. It's not light. You're getting more light when you lose weight. Hence the weight. I'm not judging you. God bless the fat. God bless them. Buddha is fat too, right? How many fat Hindu, if you go to gurus, by the way, this is interesting information here. I was looking up gurus because my number's appearing for the gurus. Go to my TikTok, Rozen617. I can't even believe the shit. Most of them died like 50s. Damn. These are barefoot now, spiritual. They knew the sutras and shit. They knew yoga. They didn't maybe even eat meat. Dying like at 50, some 40, some 90s, and yeah, but most young. So I'm like, yo, it didn't work. Meaning this, it's about the vibration of the individual should determine if that one should be someone I vote for, or should become a legend, or should become something that I stop and put my brain on your name, but not on anyone in my chat room's ancestors. Your ancestors should also be legends, meaning I should vote for them. The Constitution says we, the people, the pupil. What number makes you move? A number 2 makes your bowel move real fast. Watch me cook this with no animals. What does the number 1 do? What makes you want to burst? Fire hose. Psh. 1 and 2. Why is it called 1 and 2? Urine and poo is coming for you. Your 1 and your 2 is your 12 now. Your apostles are you. The doo-doo, Christos, Christ, black, dirt. Don't get it twisted. Cow dung, manure, maneuver, Minerva. Woo! You women should love this. Christ, the dirt, the P, the Jesus, the water, the purifier, the liquid. Wake up. The P, the letter P. Parking. Wake up. That's what made your body literally a bone there, that nipple there, that vein can go over there. Your butthole is certain. Yeah, everyone's different. Pardon me if it's a bit mature subject here. No prudishness here. I don't care how you associate. Great. Bless you. But there's numbers. Why do I have 4 knuckles? Why not 8? Well, I have 8 together, but I mean on one hand. Or are there people who have, of course, there are 6-fingered people. 6 is sex, is Venus's number. And how did they figure out to name her Venus? V-E-N, it's a star. It's a glowing light. How do I associate a letter with that? Think about it. You're lightheaded. You're losing the weight. The weight is holding you now from seeing your numbers and seeing the miracles. How many people see numbers only in one way? So if I say my name is 185, but I saw it in 815, you'd say it isn't the same. Once again, review. That might be a possible racist. A numberist. Because it took numbers to make my 33 bones in my spine. So is 33 and 3 and 3 and 3 different from 33? The number is there the same, diversity. So that's how you can spot someone who's a little too hard-headed. It might have been a past incarnation of a hard-headed person who crucified those that really should have got their light, but you got a Jesus, you got a Buddha, you got a Krishna, you didn't get a you. Bars are all those things. Now, if I'm in a temple and it's built really cool and I got little awesome symbols of these people and these spirits and Jesus and great Moses, and here I am, I'm in this temple. I don't know shit. I don't know your language. I don't know I don't know what you've been through, but I can just boom, put me in that damn thing. First thing I'll say is you got a solar plexus. What is this? What is this? What is that in your language? Oh, Helios. Oh, is Sunya, Surya. Okay. Wake up. Okay, now we can cook. Then I'm going to say, okay, great. So now you're the guru. So I'm here. They told you I'm enlightened. They told you that I'm enlightened. No, I'm going to enlighten you. And we're going to get enlightened together right now. You are no longer a devotee. You ain't no meditator. You ain't no damn fan. You aren't even just, you're a now with me. I can do that right now. This is how it works. You have a solar plexus. What is solar or sun in your language? Oh, it's this, okay? Shamesh, wake up. Then we start, okay, well, how many times is this mentioned in your culture? Oh, that's you. Now I go to Japan, same shit. Temple, I don't care where it is. They did not do shit like this. You know what they did? They created stories, of course. They didn't tell you where the stories really came from clear enough. So now we're confused and we've damned astrology because astrology is only here to get rid of your amnesia because you're technically, by default, an astrologer, an astronomer, an intellectual. You've already got your goddamn PhD. You have a solar plexus. There's not one person who has their PhD right now, hear me, that will know where their solar plexus is. You ask them, I've seen it. I said, hey, do you know where and this is not to make fun of people. It's a good point. I've asked people with their PhD now if they knew where their solar plexus was, and a lot said no. Damn. Hello? How much money? And then I told them, I'm like, well, do you know what that means? They're like, yeah. They get nervous with me. And I'm like, what are you getting nervous about? You should change. They like being mind controlled in a certain way. They like their bologna and cheese. I understand. Their ketchup, watching the game, voting, acting on impulse, not seeing the insect crawling on your wall. And the number that it took to make you even exist with me right now, for me to even open my mouth, how many times did my mouth just move right now? Look at can you count how many times I'm speaking right now? That's what's infinite. There is no nerve ending. What up, Susan Kearns? Now watch this. And shame on Johnism for this. I didn't realize why the numbers were appearing for me. I thought they were telling me that I'm a Johnist, a Buddhist, and all this stuff. This is what I thought originally. No, they're telling me to talk about the bullshit. These numbers are appearing? Yes, they are. To help me translate, for sure. For sure. In a way where it helps everyone feel important. So in Johnism review again, women are seen as lower. I can't believe this. Their bodies just don't have what it takes. Once again, your pelvis means a girdle, etymology. Who wears a girdle? The zodiac means the girdle of the sky, etymology. What the hell does that mean to you now? You better check it out. And now you're enlightened. You put me in any temple right now, I guarantee you, in Tibet, Nepal, put me in India, they don't know that shit. They know all the stories. This is great. The guru's good at yoga, one-arm handstands and shit, and juggling and shit, and tantric sex, whatever they do. And they do miracles. They're all very good actors. But now one of them said, hey, come here, please, you're there. I am Sultan Safuran Afuran Akbar Vasut. And I'm here to tell you that your Dura Mater in your brain means the mother brain, and you are the mother. That moon in the sky is you. You don't have to go to that temple. You are Dura Mater. Or what is it in Arabic? Okay, that's called an enlightened person now. Not a devotee or a bhikkhu. They call them these things. What is these terms? I'm a sinner. Social insurance number in Canada. It's like your social security. I used to dance there. You had to have a SIM card. Who knows your patterns and your numbers now? I have a barcode. What are they telling me now? Am I in prison here? Am I in bars that I can't see? Lights that are red and blue, R&B music now is your red and blue frequency. But what is the number for red and what is the number for blue? 1 and 2, you better get it clear quick. Realest shit you'll ever see of these, not my face. This is what made me. Yeah. Okay. That multiplies. And if you see what I'm saying here, you get it? The 3 of the 10. I can unmind control you. This is great. Try this. What the? This is actually kind of hard. Okay. Do different shit. 4. 10. Okay. Yeah, that could help someone in a trance to see you're it. You don't need a priest. The priest is needed only for what? To feel like they're important. Right? I have to be important because I read these books. And who wrote them? I bet it was your granddaddy's cousin. God, it was someone with no teeth. Go into the goddamn wood, chopping down that tree to make that first Bible for you. Yep. Yeah, come think about it. They didn't know shit about Jesus. They were like, okay, it's a book. Let's go make it. This is a great build. You know someone who made that first Bible, the Quran, Wake Up Jews, the Torah. This paper, papyrus, they had to know how to chop it down. Were they all well versed in that book? No. You had some slaves making the first book, so acknowledge that slave. I am speaking for that one that made the Bible, not the characters in it, because the characters in the Bible, are in the paper of the Bible, the wood, the paper mill. Don't play with me in South Carolina, in which the smell can cause cancer. And how many of you get cancer from working in factories? A factor, prime numbers and prime factors and mathematical equations now are being used in your facts to make your fact-based truth that you go into a booth of radiation poisoning now. You're a welder now, digging for gold and all this stuff. You're traveling now, wearing stuff now. All this stuff is lead, mercury, and even cadmium now. You don't know that, but you're an intellectual. You're a scientist. Lead, mercury, and cadmium everywhere around you, radiation poisoning. Here you are in a factory, facts, fact-based truth now. I'm telling you fact that you're entering microwave food now as well. Fluorescent lights, do the math, blue lighting, bad for your eyes, wear blue blockers. Microwave food, what are you wearing? Polyester, toxic, do the math. What did you eat before that? Fast food, didn't have time? Shame on us. Here we are now in a building, you're plugging it in. Electronics, what is it being run by? Radiation. Radharani, rad dude, someone knows something and not a human. It's a number. It dances on your ass. It's called black magic. Watch me cook this. The Church of Satan is the numbers of Saturn. What are the numbers of Saturn? The Satan, sabbatical, Saturday. Jay, where are you going with this? Saturday. What is Saturn's number? The 8 ball of coke. You might die. Kronos. But you're still a Greek god, though. Don't you forget that. When you fuck up, pardon my language, when you're a junkie, even if you're someone who can't help yourself, you're an abuser, God bless you, don't do it. But there you go. You're still a creation of God. So this is a great build for that reason. It's time for us to look at us differently. The figure 8 is the number of Saturn. Hence your 8 ball in pool. Now watch me play pool with you all. Do you like going swimming? Do you search, SEA, your search engine? Is Earth mostly water? Bodies of water? Heavenly bodies and earthly bodies? The heavenly bodies are a bit different than in the Bible. It's mentioned earthly and heavenly bodies, now bodies of water. Body, the word is body. Bodega, bodhisattva is you. Don't play with me in these temples and you did this shit and we can't figure it out. And I could go into ancient parts of Afghanistan and taking their copper. I know this. It's called Mezainak. Land of copper, it means Mezainak, the original Buddha statues built there. And you got Chinese that own it. God bless the Chinese, but they don't fucking play around with it. Listen. And it's not about picking and talking about only Jews. So listen, we have another famous person who was supposed to be woke, so-called, a famous person with the yay name, doing the thing and speaking out about things and mentioning, do not acknowledge someone who goes after one thing. That's all I got to say. They're not worth it. Because we should just know from the jump that this world has more issues than just speaking about one thing that comes out of my mouth. And that one thing went through a lot of stuff. We'll slow it down. How about the animal you just ate while you're protesting for a Jew, a gay, a straight, a black? You hear me now, white? What did you eat and what did the animal go through? And do you know what it felt like? That is called, can you watch an animal being killed before you eat it? Probably not. No judgment. That will change your reality when you see what it goes through. Imagine you are near death and you haven't died yet. You're in your prime, you're young, and you got all this stuff. And someone just touches you. Now you go protest. You're voting. Someone gonna die in your family. We're all gonna die. Maybe not so well. It's going to be emotional. Are you prepared for that? How do you prepare for that? More fear, more stressing about it, and trusting in a system, in the building people, entering a building people, wearing suits with things around their necks and glasses and clipboards and shit. Beautiful. Writing numbers for you. Patient in number 8, you have terminal cancer. But we have some Jello, Coke. This is where you live today, in their cafeteria. When your cafeteria is your calf muscle. And every time you rape the word, I am here to speak for the energy you killed. Because a calf is a bull. And making the word cafeteria already kills the idea of a Taurus. You don't play with me here. You even thought to kill me already. I'm a bull. I'm a calf. I'm veal. I'm keeping it real. You already had death in it for me. I'm a bull. I'm a Taurus. So I was a cow in a past life. Think about it. Your zodiac sign is what you were in a past life. Yes, I said it. Am I crazy? You eat fast food? You crazy. Hi. You like getting tipsy? No judgment. Your liver? You crazy. I'm crazy? How many people are alcoholics functioning, but you crazy? And they're going out of their way, and we love them, to kill themselves. And they won't just do that. They slow. Okay, this is confusing. This is why I'm here. What up, Super Champion Rocker? I am God, and so can everyone else. Of course. It's not even about can. When you're, listen, rethink these terms. You are born with gifts in your body to exist on this earth as something unique, and it's supposed to see miracles. What's a miracle? Who's the oracle in the matrix? Wake up. There's some black chick in the projects? Really? Wake up. What is to project? Eject. Jet. The Jetsons. To jettison. The Jeffersons. Jupiter. Hi. The dispenser of rain. Etymology. How did your ancestors know a star can make it rain on your ass and lightning and shit? How'd they know that? And they still raped and pillaged each other, even knowing the stars could rain on you. This is why I am here now. Because I'm like, you were so wise. You still couldn't figure out how to avoid killing and being sexist. I am not sexist one bit. I have never wanted to kill anybody in my life. Well, you say dumb shit all the time. I could have just killed them. You didn't mean it. You know what I'm saying? I have never wanted to kill anyone in my life, really. Or have to. No. Me? There's not one bone in my body. All of my ancestors, though, and yours, you watching me, in their damn bones, their DNA, they like to kill shit. But I don't have that in my blood. But I'm looking at all the death. It was normal to kill shit in ancient. It's still normal today. It happens so often, death. People can't even grieve anymore. Yeah, we're dying young, getting strokes. We get it. Dying athletes, 20 years old, strokes. Now, look it up. It's weird. Young men. They have some heart machine that's needed now. A defibrillator, these words. People, stay away from these words. Go outside and be barefoot on stones. You know I don't play. This is probably the best idea I've ever thought of. So when it gets cold and you can't go outside in Earth, Jay, could you please sell your Jay, before you do that? Jay, we like your YouTube channel. You're a good-looking guy, Jay. I'm just being stupid here. Jay, you're a good-looking guy, but I want to help you. Because you're not getting a lot of views because what you do is you have all this great stuff, but you don't really sell it to us. You don't give it to me simple. Just straight up, Jay, in a few syllables. What's the next motherfucking thing you want to say? Okay, good point. Jay, shut up and sell it like a bad motherfucker. When you get cold and you want to earth, you can have stones in your apartment. Yes, that's right. Stones in a blanket, ready for you to do what? Get all the minerals you need. And do earthing where? Right in the privacy of your own home. And conveniently having a relationship with Mother Nature, in which there's 6 quintillion tons of water and all the rocks that you put in that bag that you conveniently now have on the floor of your apartment, which I'm going to show you for the convenient price of ain't a goddamn thing. Wow, that was funny. That was weird. ripped, baby, and I can't walk. I can't walk, but I'm ripped. What is that's not a joke from God. Ooh, these look good. So just do this stuff, people. Okay? Get this in your house. This is a genius idea. All right? You want these in your house, and you want to lie on them. Okay? You want to stand on them. Okay? How many minerals are in these things? All the minerals you need. So when you make a mistake, if you are eating bad food, I'm telling you, you're a battery. Your phone is teaching you. Your phone is killing you, but teaching you that it's conscious. The phone can last almost a whole day if you don't plug it in all the time. I didn't learn that. It's conscious. If you let your phone die, it will last for a while, for a little whatever death thing that it is. My point is, you plug it in though, and then it regenerates. And it can process energy and a whole bunch of shit for you to look up and Google. Are you kidding me? And your human body can't fucking do that? And you're going to a scientist? That's the only solution. I'm going to tell you right now, this is the realest shit. At 1538, I thought about it. The only solution to holistic healing, I don't care about your tinctures. It's going to make your head spin. I had an aha moment. Listen to me, because light came out of my mouth for this reason, for you. Light came out of my foot for this moment right now. I figured it out. Simple. There is no easy fix with health. You must go to the ground where everything comes from. But what's the most diverse pattern? Rocks. Calcium phosphate. You name it. Calcite is in there. Phosphorus is in there. Zinc. Copper is in those rocks. And you're walking on that with sneakers. It's in your house now. And you can do exercises on the shit. You can stand on the shit. That already feels kind of weird. You can sit on it, your stomach, back, you replenish your minerals. What causes heart attacks is lack of calcium. You know how much calcium is in rocks? I just showed you a whole, listen, simple, and those are good rocks. You see my skin? I'm not hungry. You're also eating. It's going in your pores. It's food. Listen, when Christ fasted, or Jesus, for 40 days, and 40 nights in the wilderness, in the Sifu culture, it's called Chilla, the Chilla retreat. Look it up right now. It's the same thing in their culture, where they have some guy who meditates in nature for 40 days and 40 nights with no food. It's a Sufi thing first, but even your Sufis kill and rape and pillage. I'm not trying to say I'm a Sufi. Get out of this stuff. Sophia is Sufi. If your name is Sophia, you're a Sufi. Yeah, all those temples are about you. And that name is important. It means philosophy. Now, in a Christian version, it's simple. What does it say about, and I give you rocks, like turn rocks into bread? It says this in the Bible about the wilderness and Jesus. What does that mean? Turn the rocks into bread? Let me find that. Hold on. I think I have it somewhere. Yeah, hold on. Let me see if I can find it. Yeah, here we go. Matthew 4:111. Wake up, people. This is going to heal you. At that time, Jesus was led by the Spirit into the desert to be tempted by the devil. Why? He fasted for 40 days, 4, and 40 nights, 4. I told you 4. That's already an 8, Saturn's number. And afterwards was hungry. Kronos ate his children. Hunger, energy, it's a metaphor. The tempter, the temple, approached and said to him, if you are the son, solar plexus, of God, the generator of vitamin D, command that these stones become loaves of bread. Wow. Did you hear what I said to you? That means if you stand on the rocks and just lie on them every day for at least 10 to 5 minutes all over your body, I'm not a doctor, don't quote me, that's the only solution. That's my opinion. There's no other fix. Everything else is tainted. Go with the stones, underground. Damn, Jay, did you carry that whole thing like this, like some Shaolin monk? And did you give me food? Listen, you monks that got food and shit from people in the streets, they see a shaved-headed person. That's fucked up. Watch this. I mean, I understand the whole you want to respect people because they went to the forest and shit. They don't want to watch TV with you no more. They don't want to watch the game and LeBron James and listen to Kanye West talk badly about Jews. Now then here they come barefoot. You give them food and shit. What about people like me? You know what I'm saying? What if I lose my job and shit? You know what I'm saying? Things don't go well. But I shave my head. I'm barefoot. You feel me? I'm not necessarily homeless. I have a temple. I'm on unemployment. You know, you're gonna give me some Shaolin monk love and give me, you know, they do this shit, which is cool. What I'm saying is, why can't regular systems work like this for everybody? Right? It's always something sacred you can't know, and it's a secret society. No, it is not. I just gave you the secret. Stone. Every film you have has stone really in it. The stone is the thing about this, the philosopher's stone. You get stoned. This is old shit. Medusa turns you to medulla, turns into bone. You went from a liquid to a solid. Ooh, I just thought of that right now. That was genius. That's totally what that is. Damn it, I'm a genius. And the serpent is the sperm coming out of course, and you become solid. You turn into a rock. Or you get calcifications from bad surgeons, and shame on you doctors who've given me a bit of a limp, but I'm fighting it. And when I win, I will be immortal. I will be living here for a long time. Like one of them Akkadian, you know, one of them, the Anunnaki, the Enlil, the Anu people with the Shemesh shit, the sun, those guys, the Sumerians, the Sumerians, right? The Sumerians lived for a long time, apparently. Was it true? Who knows? Does it matter? No. You're here right now, so-called. We're here right now, watching us, watching them. So what is making that happen? A number. When I'm making a salary, cell related, I'm making a salary, right? I'm grossing. What did you gross? These are terms they use. To gross. Gross matter. Okay. Material. Someone else's idea of what came from you is to gross. Is now they're trying to be like your mother who grossed you. She was birthing and she multiplied and became big and got hungry, and she ate a lot of cupcakes and drank milkshakes, maybe smoked a little bit and had some beer. When this happens, you women, be careful. Are you a good person before you ask me to vote? When you were pregnant, did you follow the rules? It's a good question. No judgment. When you were pregnant, did you follow the rules? Did you slip? Did you have an insecurity? Did you have an eating issue? It's okay. What were you putting in your body when you were pregnant? This is a good point. All that food has numbers on it, doesn't it? Look at your vitamins. How much vitamin C? 30%. Da, 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 da. Look at everything has a number level to it. How much sodium is in that? How much sugar? There's a number. What is that about? Did that make your body appear? Yes, it did. I'm a cowboy. Got a rope now. Got a lasso. Lucy, Lucifer, even Lucy, sky of diamonds, Venus. Lululemon, loop, lupus, J. It's the same numbers, letters, dancing. Listen, how many letters? L, U, P, U, S, lupus. L, U, P, U, 5 letters. What does that mean? All 5 elements are in that name. Earth, water, air, fire, ether, or dance. What are they going to do now when it's said? And are you saying it with that vibration, or are you just saying it like an intellectual in which I can't hear the number, but I hear the word, and that makes me limited? Ooh, that was a good one. I'm hearing the word, but I'm missing the number. Woo! I'm missing the creator of the word now, and I'm only seeing the world in one way. And this is why you got mind control, and why no one can have a debate with you without wanting to kill you or getting mad at you and having some spite towards you because you didn't want to vote who they voted for, or you didn't want to eat what they ate, and you didn't believe what they believed, and you didn't want to do what they wanted to do, and you didn't want to go where they wanted to go, and you didn't want to say what they wanted to say, and you said what you shouldn't have said. And why'd you say it? But they were all thinking it, but then you thought it, and then you said it, and they were thinking it, but they're mad at you for thinking it, but you shouldn't have thought it, and now you're being shamed, and then they liked you, but then you did it again, and they didn't like it then, but they liked it before. This is your world today. Do not ask me to do that again. That was a lot of energy. This is your world you live in today. Simple shit. Numbers will simplify chaos. Say it again. Numbers simplify chaos. For example, how many ex-lovers hurt you? You know exactly how many people abused you, and number-wise. Yes or no? It says 167 there. That's my Boston area code. 16 watching, 7 like. Great. That's an omen. That's the number of Sarasvati, the chick who plays guitar, the banjo, the bluegrass people. They're also Hindus, if you want to get into it, and Jews, Arabs. Do you get it, people? Universal is Catholic. How many ex-lovers you had? Was there a point to voting in Biden versus Trump? I didn't vote. Neither did I. No, there was no point. Well, there was a point. You actually sort of said something important. The point would be the sword, or the POV, the point of view. When I point my sword, when I'm putting my finger at you, it's a weapon. Because that's, go and get them. That's what gets Marines to blow shit up. Templar Knights, some Hindus fighting Arabs, fighting. What happens with Japanese and Chinese? A finger, a point. The point was to make a sharp, listen, metaphor, a sharp opinion, meaning this one is like this because I've been watching the TV and reading the newspaper, but I haven't actually met that person. This is a simple thing. When you are asking for someone to be making decisions for your life every second of that you breathe, that's a relationship. You're a lover now. No. And I can't get to know you. I got to only see you on TV and someone wrote a script for you. And then now you're doing an interview, but to meet you, it has to be an event. I got to wait. No. You want me to vote for you? You work hard for me. You fly to every house and knock on the door and say, hey, can I come in and just see how y'all doing today? Wow, you went rape? Oh, shit. Suicide? Someone has cancer in your family and it's terminal? Yeah. Oh, shit, someone's on drugs again and they're suicidal. They're cutting themselves. Can I talk to them? I'll vote for that one. Oh, I noticed you're eating steak, and can I just let you know that I care about cows and they're a creature, they're someone's son, and I just would appreciate if you could hear me speak my truth on that, and it might encourage you to have maybe more of a positive environment because you're living in a ghetto which likes death, and when you eat fast food, you're eating the fast life. You become a drug dealer, yes. It's not just momming and daddy, it's the food you eat and the vibration in it. Why is it in the ghetto, in the damn trailer parks? In the first place, Mountain Dew. Go to any gas station, they got all the badass liquor for you. Mullet, beautiful mullet. Yep. You Flavella in Brazil. Yep. Gujarat, India. Hi. This is for you. Yes or no? Wow. Exploding beard. Thank you. Marve. So the point is this. The POV was to point, to make a sharp, I'm only going to watch this. I'm only going to hear this, and I cannot hear you. In which if the millions of sperm that were around you didn't hear you, you wouldn't have made it to that damn egg, and you better humble yourself because there was a conversation about you and your daddy's nuts. Bars. Hi. It's not random. Nope. They tell you shit like this in science. Yep, the sperm, the one, and there's millions of them now, and they're beautiful, but they don't tell you the deep shit. Those are your homies, your amigos, letting you in. Yes or no? Pardon me. It's the Mahabharata. Think about it. Think about it. It's all the stories. The one sperm. How many wake up on this earth? Not many. What's a Christ? What's a Buddha? What's an Allah, really? What's Muhammad? Yeah. Are you and I maybe a reflection of one of them back in the day? Yes, we damn are. There cannot be a nerve ending. They lied to you. You have some nerve to tell me that when I die, my nerves end and my nerves don't open up into light and I dance and I become part of the dirt and part of the sun and part of a tree and part of your brain now and part of your beard and part of your colors and part of your nipple and part of your leaf and part of your bark and part of your insect's antler or antenna. Yes or no? Yes or no? That spot on a ladybug is me. Boom. How many dots on your ladybugs, and why is there always a certain number of dots? You better know your numbers because those things mean something. They gave birth to your dice. Now that was bars. Woo! And I'm freestyling. Put your two damn ladybugs together, anyone, you'll see a roll of dice, a deck of dice. We ask what did that? Now you're an atheist still. You a badass Christian. You're a guru, right? You're sultan. You're a Sikh. right? You're a whirling dervish. You're a king. You're a queen. You're a prime minister. You're a lieutenant. You're a manager. You're a superintendent. You're a landlord. You're a rapper. You're a celebrity. You don't even know who the fuck you are. None of that shit. That's all. It's a lot of work. You're a Hugh man. You came from the mountains. Mountain etymology means men. Men and mountain are synonymous. This word related. Nerve, Nirvana. Whoa, from Lebanon. Food tasties from Lebanon. Wow, I'm honored. God bless. Lebanon's been through a lot of stuff. I've heard recently in the news, we all know about news, but there was a female in her hijab. She didn't want to wear it, apparently. This is Iran, I think it happened. My boss told me this. And so she didn't want to wear her headdress of Islam. And apparently she was killed. And they're protesting this in Iran. Now, let's just talk about stuff like this, just in general, because stuff like this has been happening in ancient times. Review. You're in a movement. You're in a culture that's used to having something to look up to, and you have to do that thing. Although no one translated that it was a part of the sun and a part of the moon, and you all have a divine right to it. It does not need to be in one room or an ashram. It's right here in this little ghetto apartment here. Yes, of course, infinite energy. The ether does not care where you live. Great, you built that. Wonderful. The ether's still going to shine when it gets destroyed, boo-boo. Yeah. The master builder is the invisible spirit that makes the number of dots on a ladybug's back. Nerve and nirvana. What is the state of nirvana? Yes, food tasty. So I'm going to speak about nirvana, and I'm going to speak to the people in Thailand, the land of Buddha, in which there's a lot of corruption with Buddhists. And then shame on you Buddhist monks who hang out with military and you bless them still. I mean, I kind of get that. I see the compassion, but listen, there's a line, boo-boo. It's called basketball. It's called out of bounds and inbounds. It's also how the dome works on Earth. Bars. I'm in bounds, right? But when I die, I'll be out of bounds. The dome is keeping me in bounds. So, but you're a Buddhist, you gotta be in bounds. You don't need to hang out. Why am I being an actor? You don't need to hang out with military. Blessing them. You don't have to eat that food because you don't want to insult them. They do stuff like this. I will eat the meat if it's offered to me out of respect to this stuff. No, you don't. And it's okay for me to say this because I am a Tibet. Tibia. Bone. Etymology, same word. Tibet, tibia. Tib. Tuberculosis. Tuberculosis is mentioned in the ancient Shiva Puran, by the way. You want to know what happens? The moon falls in love with a Mohini, a Martini, okay, and neglects 26 of his wives or her wives, transgender. And to be punished, they get tuberculosis for not loving the 26 properly and only wanting the Mohini, the one other girl. Even in your ancient texts, there are stories that are awfully convenient to your reality today with your dating world. You know how confusing it is to be in the dating world today? Do you know who you're dating, first of all? Are you sure you know them? How'd you meet them? A social app? I had someone tell me, yeah, man, try the social app. You got exhaust. I'm only on social media to project my enemy out to my energy. I'm my enemy. Yes, well, enemies too. To project my energy to help heal people. That's it. I'm not trying to necessarily, I've said I'm single, but whatever. We're past that now. It doesn't matter. I'm using it to give energy. I'm not using it expecting you to want to sleep with me, you know what I mean? And give me money and shit and call me a genius. I have energy. It's simple. I like to give energy and talk. And to my subscribers, God bless you. That's it. You feel me? So these dating apps, I just can't. Going on an artificial machine and being intimate when you should meet and feel the energy of that person and get that into your system would be the most suitable thing. Angelica Franco, how to naturally get rid of my dog's illness, diabetes. Oh, God bless your dog. You can try giving your dog your urine. Put it in something in the water, see if he licks it. That I don't know. But God bless your dog. If the dog can fast, like not eat, so I would assume you wouldn't be wanting to feed the dog. Bless the dog. That makes sense, right? Fasting the dog. Your urine could be useful. Once again, I don't know. I'm just saying. Um, and having the dog outside a lot, getting its paws on the dirt, because they're also earthing too. I mean, they really want to be outside, don't they? They don't really want to be in a house. Let's just keep it real. I mean, we don't speak dogs. So when we have dogs that actually listen, this is actually a good point. We need to humble ourselves. You know, we're kind of spoiled. You mean to tell me you have a creature that's got muscles ripped for like climbing mountains, running and doing incredible things on trees, ripped creature with fangs and claws and shit, and a cat, like same thing, with incredible abilities to always land on all four of their freaking feet and claw shit and stick to the wall, and they kill insects slowly and watch them die. They're interesting creatures. You mean to tell me they'll come in your house and just submit to you? Islam means to submit. They're more Muslim than you, Muslim. Hi. And how many animals get hurt in religions? How many Muslims, compassion, how many Muslims and Jews, Christians and Catholics have a pet that they abuse? Haha. I don't want to hear your damn sutras. I don't want to hear your Bible, your Quran right now. Are you good to your pet? That was the most realest shit I've ever said in my life, actually. That makes sense. You ask them, are you good to your pet? Do you ever beat your dog? You beat your cat? But you want me to worship. So then if you can't be the example of the things you're telling me when I ask you a question about your domestic life, there's no chance that I will follow you. I will follow myself. I will get lost on my own. And there's no way to get lost, because when you're lost, you're still somewhere. It could be somewhere, someone's house, meaning it's an ant right beneath you, but you're lost in the forest. No, you're not. You're on someone's territory. You have amnesia. Look down. There's your home. Now figure out where the food is. Oh, okay. Now how do you build a house here? Great. Make it work. Nope. Cell phone, watching TV. I don't even know how to survive outdoors. We better get it. In ancient times, they could build shit anywhere. And they still sucked, but yes, they were master builders. What are we now? Master complainers, master eaters, master opinions. Simple. Master stress. The master opinions is the most important. Your opinions. Who cares about someone's opinion? What is your fact? What can you tell me? Right? I can change my life, my light. Jay, slow it down. I'm a kaleidoscope now. How does that happen? You put a bunch of things in this little toy. You turn it around and you see all these damn geometric shapes and colors turning inside a damn gadget. That would be the work of God. It's a miracle. How many times say thank you for that damn moment? Who did that? With the little lights manipulating and stuff. That's you. That's how your DNA is made. That's making your number system and making you see your reality. But they told you it's a toy, or it's just something in science, and then you move your eye from that, and now you're on a TV. At first you saw the whole kaleidoscope, but now you're watching the TV with a certain scope. Interscope Records, Scope mouthwash. Wake up. They're doing something to you. They're scoping you, putting something in your mouthwash that is messing with your code, your DNA, your carbon 12. Maybe now it's only carbon 2.5. You better wake up, because it can be brought down, honey. It's called getting ill and terminal illness and dwindling. Your carbon 12 ain't going to hold 12 if you keep doing what you think is right. It's not working. And I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. Hear me. I'm flawed. I'm doing some things. I'm trying to figure it all out. By the time I will figure it all out by the time I'm 50. But I got issues. My body's a mess. But my brain, it's the reason why. Pain will make your brain. Woo! Pain and brain rhyme. Jay, this is a great build. You're putting words together. You're talking about voting. But you're an asshole, of course. Right? I didn't vote for who you voted for. I didn't care about what you cared about. I'm not an activist with you. It only matters when it is a conversation in this moment right now. And in this moment right now, there is someone in India being raped at the age of 10 years old now by someone who might be really good at walking on water and doing a one-arm handstand. Don't you play with me here. Might be dinging some bells up in Tibet, but likes to touch on someone a little bit young and innocent. Well, Buddha did not really talk about consent too much. So now is there a window? for us to be freaky and weird sexually? Or is there a window for me to now expose the elephant in the room as your ancestors thought they were spiritual but still had a lot of contradictions? Hence you have diction, Contra, the war in Contra, Contraband. Contra's a video game on Nintendo, but you're fighting aliens. But you're a Marine from the USA? What are they telling me in video games? What was Contra? You better wake up. All of it's conscious. Mike Tyson's Punch Out, conscious. All of it. Code. Button pushing. How many times you made moves to beat the villain? What were your hands doing? Now, what do you think this is in India? Now, what do you think? Okay, sign language. What do you think you're doing? It's okay. We don't want to damn the geeks and the nerds and make them feel bad about themselves. You're still doing incredible things. There's hope for you. Take your brain out of the video game for a bit. The video game culture killing us, yo. Incredible artwork, but it's not nature. It's an artificial light. It's impressive, but I could never get into video games. It's exhausting. I mean, it's a lot of work. And then knowing with the moves, and it's stressful. You get someone in your ear, you're on Bluetooth, and they're in your head. My God, it's a lot of energy. Is that a good person in your head right there? Does that person have a positive vibration? Are they abusive? And then playing a video game with you? Do you know who you're playing a video game with? Because now you're all psychically dancing together. You better wake up. And you hit someone by accident? There's a zombie game now where you play with random people with that Bluetooth. And you can beat up each other by accident. Is this healthy? I don't know. Zombie apocalypse. You're seeing depressing things. The only depressing thing you should all be seeing is winter. Seeing the trees show you how to lose themselves and go crazy and die for you. Losing the leaves is death. They're losing it. They're dying for you. That's the only horror movie we should be seeing, and how to survive in that. Maybe you die during the process, or do you really die? Or do you blend in and come back as something, once again, useful to be art on heaven, earth? There is no ascension. Ascension is living on earth. It is a version of ascension. That saying that you ascend when you die is like saying this version of ascension right here is not good enough. And fuck that. That was a brilliant statement. I'm going to say it again. Shame on you. Burloka is earth. Tertima in Sanskrit. Yamama Gaia. Earth. We came from her first. Wake up. Yes or no? So, oh, I have a troll. It's porn people. It's always porn. Give me a second here. It's always porn. Let me see here. Hold on. Pornography. I'm sorry. I got a troll. God bless you, though, troll. I'm just reporting you right now. All right. I reported them. Please don't check their website. Don't check this, whatever this is. I'm going to try to do. I'm going to erase it. Don't do it. Don't click on it. I'm just removing it. Here we have a troll. I'm just going to remove it. I'm not going to make a big deal out of it. You have the right to be here too, troll. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be awesome. So thank you for trying to promote. And I do watch mature stuff. So it's not even about that. I'm not going to lie. I'm sexual. I'm a Venus. I'm a Taurus. So don't get it twisted. When you see me speaking and making these deep connections, I still have needs and ways of seeing things that one might say, oh, you do that too? Yeah. It's a process. Except I'm honest. But that's the whole point. Being honest is being conscious. Being honest is being a guru. How many times a guru gave a speech after people got murdered and didn't mention the people who died? It was like, and now we're going to go to the Psalm and Sutra. Wait a minute, excuse me, but Arim al-Bak Matum Partush Akbar. Why did we kill so many people? Read, shut up. This is what happens because you're spiritual now. Jewelry's on, right? The bloodline. Why didn't we ask any questions? Super, keep it simple. Take your ass out of the temple. So Earth is a version of ascension. It's in the middle. It's on top of other 7 worlds. So we're a heaven. So how do we get up here if we're so stupid? How do we manifest on Earth if we're so lowly and we can't go to a better place? Earth is the better place. There ain't no place like Earth. It's unique. And you must come back here. It's how do you want to play the game next time you come? Think about it. You don't play a video game the same every time you play that video game. Same character, but you play the video game different every freaking time. That is called your Earth Matrix. It's you are the video game. You know this. The movies are telling you this. It's more than that, but the movies are cute. We're over that now. These cliche references to the Matrix. You are that. Morph. Mork and Mindy. Morpheus. Aquarius. Taurus. US. Uterus. You're living in a vagina, a box. So women can't be enlightened in Buddhism now and in Jainism now. So now you can hurt and abuse women because you're a really good guru. You're really good at talking that shit and reading from that book, and you memorize all your sutras, and you know all the yagnas and yantras and mantras and mandalas and mandalas. You know all of that, and you still, for some reason, couldn't help yourself. You put your hands on a woman or on a man. I'm here for them, people. I am here to speak to those sexually abused spiritual people that were confused and gave in to the masters. Compassion. This is how you get porn stars today. We must love them too. Absolutely. Human trafficking. We know what that is. We'll love them. And everything is sex. Okay, there's not one human on this earth, and the Dalai Lama, him or herself, has had sexual thoughts or fantasies. Of course, because you're made with that energy to make you. It's that moment of lust to bust. So, I think that's enough. I mean, what, an hour and a half? I don't think I need to do any more. I was just compelled to speak about voting and how it's more than voting. And you have to understand the power of Earth. It took a lot of work for you to get here in this age, meaning you had to be good at something to become a sperm that lives on the middle of this universal plane where there are 7 hells beneath you, apparently. I can't confirm that, but this is what my ancestors are saying. And there are 7 worlds above you. Well, if Earth is a world, we'd be foolish to think there's not more worlds. How many video games are showing you all these worlds and places you can go and be? What does this mean? So I'm simply saying this. We're already on a plane that we were given as a gift. You've grown from the deathly realms. You made it out of hell, beneath the earth. You came from there. Yeah, okay? 7 ingredients it takes to make your lower chakra, or your 7 hells. The first foundation are your feet. Who do you think made your feet? The demons made your feet. Both your left and right feet are the demon world. The walking people. Pisces, fish, not all evil. I'm playing with words here. You need to. And then you go up to your upper body. Evolution of energy. The brain, the mind, the light in the sky, the head. Yes? Is the angel, right? Simple. Energies. What does that mean? And then your left and right hands going sideways. A compass of some sort. Okay. You have worlds within worlds within worlds in each part of your compass. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Don't play here. 5 dimensions is your head. Take it off. Shh. That would be what, Rahu, the chopped off head one in the Vishnu Puran. Rahu is a decapitated demon that eclipses the sun, so-called. How did your ancestors see shit like this? That's it. And how did they translate it and write it in a book made of paper, made from a tree that was chopped down from someone who might not have been spiritual and didn't give a shit, but made the book, and that one deserves to get some respect. Yeah, the burger flipper, okay. The unemployed, okay. The victim, so-called, okay. The injured, the crippled, okay. The poor, okay. You're rich too, okay. Everyone. Get hip to your numbers, because there's time right now. There's a number waiting for us every day. The numbers go until you evaporate. Or Vicks Vapo Rub, vape. Vampire, ape, application, vape, the vape or our vape. What does this come from? These machines comes from you. Your ape is your Adam's apple. Your app is your apple, Apollo. Adam's apple is your ape, man. Of course it is. It took many things to make you human, but you aren't a monkey. You're an alchemist. Let's just say you're an alchemy of everything. And you're not supposed to know that. And you're supposed to hate yourself and watch TV and go to school. I get it. And get married. It's cool. And get a car and go on vacation. That's all. And get a religion. That's it for you. Really? And a diet. And some friends that might like to hear your bullshit, which is cute. You know, the friends that only want to hear you talk about what they talk about, you know, those friends. And if you change the subject, you're crazy, medication for you, right? So a lot of this that is most popular right now. And we love them too, right? But we're tired now, okay? So make room for yourself and see your numbers. Look for numbers. Go to Pythagoras and Chaldean and add your first name. Look for it the same day. In receipts, license plate, I don't care. In the screenshot of your pictures, there'll be a size. Figure it out on your computer. Let me know if you see stuff like I see stuff. It's very simple. There is something talking to you right now in this computer that can change your reality. I am receiving numbers from my computer, and then I'm seeing them in real life in receipts, people. The same day. It happened today. Go to my TikTok, Rozen617. I can manipulate my numbers in a positive vibration to appear with strangers. Different patterns every day. Who's a guru now? And I have my flaws. I'm not okay, what's perfect? You feel me? I know my flaws. Do you know yours before you talk to me about truth? What makes you so woke? You were honest about your flaws first. Then I can take you seriously. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Shiva Boom Om, JHE. It's still a big sunspot. That was cute, Marve. It's still a big sunspot. It is a sunspot. And God bless you for mentioning the sun, which many of us don't. We don't want to be a father to our son or a mother. We're scared of her, right? She's going to cause cancer, melanoma. God bless you. If sunlight were to cause you cancer, your solar plexus would give you intestinal cancer. So the question is now, what were they doing in ancient times to poison the air? You think that these chemtrails are new? Nut of Egypt? No. It's a good point. What were they doing in ancient times? It's a good point. To poison the air. Aha. So how many years of abuse has the human being had and given cancer? How? How is it possible? When you're born because you want to expand. You go from a 1-year-old, you gross. The idea is not to kill something and steal necessarily and think an evil thought. There's no thought as a baby. You're an empty vessel of energy now that conveniently becomes an asshole with a bunch of jewelry and temples and women and men bowing to you in every culture and in every goddamn age. I have to clean up your fucking mess. Meaning you didn't talk about my solar plexus. You didn't make me my own guru. You made me need you so that when you die, I mourn you and I only do a ritual for you, but not for me. Bars. This one is for you. The devotee who didn't get their goddamn shine. And they believed and believed and believed in their Buddha, in their Allah, in their Jehovah, in their Christ, in their Krishna, in Durga. All of them are metaphors of energy, boo-boo, and they exist in numbers and they're there for you. They cannot discriminate, honey. They're not only in India in a statue, they're in a number right now somewhere in Texas. Okay, somewhere in the ghetto of New York is Durga in a number, in a receipt. And someone's going to go, boop, they'll go shopping. And number 8 going to appear. Right. Those are all of them. You're all gurus. You're always going to have them here, honey. And whenever you have a transaction, it's showing you a miracle. It's showing you how the gods work. It's not random. Go to every receipt you ever bought and ask yourself, just ask yourself, was there a pattern that would happen after a while with you? Yes. In the receipt. Think about it right now. How many of you just throw them away? No, look at your receipts and go home. If you, let's say 1972, type that up and see what happens. You get a year. What's doing that? Durga, Allah, Christ, they're not literal, but they do come in forms of humanity. They need to. They're called J. Russell. Of course, I see the miracles. I have the miracles as examples. I can say this, not because I think that it's cool to be a god. You can be a demon too. You have to know them both. This is what makes you a god. It's that you know your demons. That made your feet, made your balls, made your legs, made you kind of move a little bit. Yeah, they didn't give you the brain necessarily. They had to pass that on to somebody else. They had to do a little dance. They had to churn the milk. In India, churning of the milk is you. That Mahabharata? No, it's the Vishnu Puran, where demons and angels pull upon a mountain in the water on a serpent, and they go back and forth and back and forth, and shit comes out of the water like bulls, snakes, fish, a woman, men, jewelry, poison. Poison gas comes out of the water. Now, what are chemtrails and what is a Vishnu Puran telling you? Poisonous gases appear in ancient texts in which everyone gets sick and almost dies. And we have chemtrails and Agent Orange today. Do you think it's just poison, or it's some divine dark black magic with a number pattern that someone knows over you, and they simply know what your frickin' receipts mean, but you don't, because you're too busy watching the TV, when the miracle just happened when you went shopping? Look at your receipts, the date, time, all of it. But do it for a while if you want to see Allah, Muhammad. Yep, the real gurus. And then you go look up, what's the number for Durga? You'll find it. Is it in your receipt? And there she is. Are you Hindu? No. Are you Hindu now? Sure. Christian, there's numbers in the Bible. We get it. Go look it up. Boom. Get a receipt. Did your receipt, was it a Bible verse? It might have been Psalm 28:20. You paid for a damn turkey. Okay. Don't eat animals, but I'm saying, look at your receipts. God is talking to you through death, through things that don't get a chance to live long enough. And it would make sense that they would find a vessel, your body, first of all, you and your aura and your solar plexus, and then your transaction, your transit, the transit station. The train is the brain. Are you training your brain? Or are you going on a train, not realizing you're in your own head and you're in a train? Came from you. Tunnel vision. Your eye is a tunnel. Look high, it's a hole. You get it? The skull be a cave. Yeah, Golgotha. Right. Skull caves, they're out there. I wonder who built those. Your goddamn cousin Ned did it. The fat one who you called stupid built your temples. Okay. The pyramids were built by, yeah, that one right there you called a bitch. The carpenter now, who has problems with custody of his child, who's an alcoholic maybe. Mommy and daddy issues, can't see his kid, whatever. Those people built your goddamn temple. Rock stars, they're in a band, and you know what I'm saying? They're well known in their cities, but they have a lot of drama in their family maybe. Those are the guys and girls. They're in a punk band, sure. But they aren't that, they are not only their present body. They are an ancient story. You understand me? And they're the ones that built your pyramids, not well-trained, necessarily perfect. No. Because there was too many people who were killing and raping still back then that could do things we can't figure out. So fuck figuring it out back then. How come you can't figure out how to let your brother and sister live? I don't care about you building a pyramid. They tricked you there by having you focus on that miracle of the pyramid, but not the stupidity and the ignorance of the energy to want to kill something. You should be thinking about why they still wanted to kill. That's where we should be going. Yes, Food Tasty, a very good point. Don't worry about who built it and how it was built. You did it in a past life, fact, because you don't even know what the hell you were. Neither do I. Oh, maybe I do. I was a cow, Taurus. How many animals died in battle, being used to carry shit, sacred statues and gurus, fat gurus dying in their 40s and telling you to fast, but they're eating and cheating and getting your woman in bed with them. How many years of that? But they were real good at sutras and growing a beard. God bless them. I'm not mad at them. I mean, it's the people. Miracles happen every day in your receipts, sweethearts. How many times did you go to that one corner store and that one thing you wanted to get, you kept going and they knew you for that one item. You kept going there and you wanted that and they didn't have it and you get mad. How many trips did you take? Did you count? Trillions. And it was never the same any day. Same route, same direction, different amount of steps every time you went. Fast, you were slow, maybe you were in a good mood, you were in a bad mood. Maybe you didn't even know, you didn't care, and you ended up in your favorite store. How many times you went? Can you count? What would that number be? Would it be 2, 1, 5, 8 point? It'd be trillion. It would be Durga, Allah. They all have numbers. Every god has a number. Look it up right now. Pythagoras was nothing new. He stole stuff from Ireland, India, and Samaria, and he put it and he remixed it. And he gave you numerology. They were doing that shit before Pythagoras. Before Chaldean, they were doing it too. Let's wake up. Who decided that's the chart? The one is an A, and let's keep it simple. You and I did this shit. You're just having amnesia with me right now. Because you eat too much, nothing personal. You think yourself out of stuff too much. Your low self-esteem is kicking your ass. You cannot believe in miracles. It has to be Photoshop if it's someone showing you something unique. But Harry Potter is the shit. Well, these are the people that rule the world, and we're going to suffer from them. Not the government, not Putin, any warmonger. The people that kill for these people are your cousins, are your neighbors. Those are the ones that need to wake the fuck up. They don't have to vote, fuck a vote. They need to stop perpetuating ignorance. Your neighbors are the power, not the government. Wake up. Or parliament. Those are just titles and words. And what is the numerical value of government? G-O-V. Wake up. Everything is meant for a reason. Meant. Your brain in Latin has numbers. Yes, food tasty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're done. Your nose is septum. Septum is nose is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Not counting holes. 10, 11. Top. 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. See what I'm doing right now? I'm just picking certain points and counting my face. That's what makes you flesh, not your priest, not a penis and a vagina only. Parental advisory. Magic made you exist, not sex. Wake up. Although enjoy yourself and whatever you do, don't shame yourself. So I leave on that note. Thank you all for watching. It's about 2 hours. Hare Krishna Shiva Boom Om JHE. And I'm looking forward to having 2 days off. And God bless my chat room and people who are really woke, meaning you get out of bed. There's a difference now. There are some that get out of bed, right? They brush the teeth and they're still, they're yawning. The jacket on, you know what I mean? You know these people, and they get to work. They have the coffee, but they're asleep. But they're functioning enough to pay their bills. That is not, that's not woke. That's forcing yourself. You're in a trance of trauma and stress to pay your fucking bills. And it's an inverted meditation they're doing to you. They're inverting your breathing skills by having you tired and, of course, exhausted. It's meditation in an inverted way. It's black magic. You better know it's doing that. It's a number doing that to you. What number? What time you got to go to work? 9 a.m.? 9. Wake up. And when 5. Those numbers are Durga, Allah, you get it? Krishna, your guru, is not in the flesh. Wake up. 9 to 5 are your numbers. Those are your hours of work, right? Why is it 9 to 5? 8-hour shift? Are you part-time? Full-time? Time. Wake up. Are you hip to your own numbers? And I'm manipulating my store. I'm manipulating the numbers in a corporate system. I'm having it work to my advantage spiritually without having to work. I just show up and I'm subliminally and subconsciously, when I make my numbers appear in my computer and all these screenshots I do, I get to work, boop. For 2 years straight, it's been happening every day in my numbers. And I'm blowing customers' minds. It's not even me doing it only. It's them too. And I bet you we don't even agree on most things. We're completely different. But God said, no, Jay, Razem, the stranger, whoop, miracle. But we don't want to watch that. We want to vote for an asshole that doesn't care about people's health. Meaning, if you don't protest fast food and end fast food, I'm not voting for you ever. The first thing on the bill for everyone is voting. Hey, politicians, Your first job, you get rid of fast food. And you make options of food that is healthy for those that are poor. First thing you do, diet is kicking our ass. Heart attacks, you wouldn't believe. The numbers are off the charts with your food, people. You make affordable food that is grown, and you teach me how to grow it, and you fuck off, pardon my language, and I grow it myself, and I eat from my own shit because you taught me how to grow my food. Or if you're into animals, I don't want you to do that, but we do this in a clean, I'm in nature now, don't fuck around with this fake ass shit, pardon my language. Okay? Because it's not realistic to say that everyone who is, let's just say that we're all going to unite. You have to hug your meat eaters. I give up. Hug your meat eaters. Find somewhere to unify. It's going to take, there's more of us than them. I mean, those that are making our life stressful. So we have to negotiate here. I don't want to promote eating of animals, but we must work with these people too. So how do we do that? You speak a language that they have to hear. The sunlight comes out of your mouth. The solar plexus words. These are words. These are energies, vibrations that will help people to see beyond the issues. But if you don't outlaw the poisonous food in this world and access to it, I'm not voting for you. You shouldn't even be running. Because you're allowing a real war. You're allowing terrorists to put food in a building and give your damn family diabetes. What's different? Dying from diabetes or having someone blow your brains out? Both hurt. Both are very intense and sad. We know this. A gun to your head, brains blown out. Diabetes, legs turn purple. It's quite painful. Compassion. So who am I voting for? Women's rights. What about human? Everyone on this planet, women and men, all the animals and insects. Once again, show me someone that cares about those things first, and I'll be right there. No problem. I heard one mother ever mention thing about fast food and how it should be outlawed. Not one. The biggest killer is the fast food. Biggest, not crack cocaine. Wake your asses up. Do you know how much money McDonald's is making? And they're always expanding and finding new ways to poison you with new this. They're geniuses. They're not human. They know your magic. Don't get it twisted. Your enemy is a genius. Fast food should never have happened. You know this. I'm not judging you. I used to eat it. Think about it. It is interesting how much money they're worth. No more division. Very good. Thank you. Food tasty. Food. Outlaw fast food. So if anyone asks you, this is a good way to answer them. If someone asks you if you voted, you tell them this. You say, are they people that believe in outlawing fast food? And they'll fuck off. They won't, because that works for me. Or you say, is this someone that advocates for insects and animals and Mother Nature? Because they'll think you're crazy then, which, fine. Because you're not choosing a body. You're choosing the thing that made that body. Insects, animals came first in nature, and air you breathe, simple. We should be humble. We are the greatest creation, but the most dumbest at the same time. The greatest creation, but the most dumbest. You think about that now. You think about that now. There shouldn't be one dumb human being or one so-called stupid. That should never come out of someone's mouth. To a damn thing that comes from sperm takes 9 months to freaking make it. How can you be stupid? How can you be ugly? And how can you be a failure when it took 9 months to make you and no one celebrated your 9-month birthday, but they celebrate your obnoxious, get a cake, eat yourself to death. Someone's going to get drunk and have a fight at your birthday party. You didn't get what you wanted, or no one showed up at your birthday. This is bullshit. The 9 days, the 9 months, pardon me, or 9 days are sacred. That's your freaking number. Why is it 9 months to make you and not 2.5? You better know what number 9 is. It's the number of Brahma. Cerebrum. I know that. Why? 531 is my number. It appears like crazy. Go to my TikTok, Rozan617. It will change your life. If you don't believe in God, go to my TikTok. I'm not speaking as a God only here. You are with me in this journey, boo-boo. I have no devotees. I have people who have devotion. There's a difference. You aren't devoted to me. You're devoted to the information coming out of me, which is your truth. Ha, there's a difference. But some of us love looking at a certain pharaoh, love the guru's face and love their body and love the woman too. And you women, good Lord. In Jainism, women are seen as low. How many women are singing the Mahavira mantra? But in Jainism, women are also seen as lesser in India. You have women reciting the sutras, and they don't even take them seriously. And so they're basically being shamed. And they want to be spiritual. So they join a system. When you are born with a vagina, you are by default already a nun. The church, the body of the church comes from the female body. Don't you play with the Notre Dame building in France is our dame. Fact. She's a brick house. She's mighty. Just letting it all hang out. Okay, women are inferior, really. Shame on these people. Building temples out of a mountain, but you can't build your temple to see your mama is what gave you the ability to be that man with a hee-hee and a hoo-hoo, and vice versa. Love yourselves, and I'm out of here. The dead athletes may have taken an unproven medical procedure that we're not allowed to talk about. Ooh. This is a man's world, hee-hee. Right. James Brown. Charlie Brown. You're getting played. I could do it to you. I can unmind control you in seconds. It's just, do you like the sound of my voice? And you didn't. That part of the video? Oh, you didn't like that when I got too loud and I was being funny and my voice and I made sound effects. People, it's never good enough for you, right? Not my chat room, but don't worry about waking anybody up. Fuck it. Just do good work. Go to etymology if you can. Go to the Angel Number website, Joan Sacred Scribes. Check out your name. Just try it. And check out license plates. Don't be creepy about it. Just be cool. Because you want to respect privacy. But listen, if there's a license plate, here's the thing about privacy. If your license plate, I can see it out of your car, and when you're driving, people can see it. It's public domain. So if someone's looking at your license plate, you're worried. What are you worried about? I mean, yeah, there can be some creepy people, but maybe it's someone who's creative, like me. I'm here when they're ready. Fantastic. And God bless you all in my chat room. And you have a great week. And stay open-minded. Wow. Great, Bill. Share these videos. They're about you. It's not about me.